What up, YouTube? Low here, and special guest this week again. We got DJ O2 in the house. What's up, O2?
How's it going?
Doing okay. So should I just call you O2, or can we call you by anything else?
Whatever you want, mate.
All right, boo boo kitty fuck. Here we go. Tonight. All right, tonight we are going to go over and review AEW Dynamite from May 6th. First of all, I had to go back and watch it because I literally passed out. I was tired AF, as the young kids call it today. So, really tired. First of all, make sure you see right there. You can follow DJ O2 at his Instagram at DJ O2 Oxygen. And myself, you can follow me at Wrestling with Low. And make sure you like, subscribe, hit the notify button. Let's get me past 100 subscriptions so we can actually put a, page so where you can just say, hey, Low takes on, or Wrestling with Low, or hey, what's up with stuff? So we can do that. So we're going to keep things rolling. First off, let's get into the first match. The first match of the night is going to be Cody versus Joey Janela, the bad boy. So what did you think about the opening match of Cody and Janela?
Well, to all you kitties and kittens out there, it was a good match.
You did not just Carol Baskin us.
Carol fucking Baskin.
Oh. All right, Tiger Kitty, go for it.
It needed it. It needed it. But it was a good match. There was, we talked in the last episode about, I was about Janela and, how I was trying to get on his train. There was a lot of different things that came out with him, a lot of mistakes that I kind of saw him go through, but Cody pushed through a lot, and it was a good match. There was a lot of things that a lot of story being told.
Oh, definitely. I mean, dude, that huge power slam Cody Rhodes did onto Janela, though, that was just crazy.
Oh, yeah.
It also looked like to me that Janela kind of got gassed out. Did you see the part where he was like outside the ring and he was going to try to like jump like a reverse leapfrog over and he couldn't even get up? I'm like,
right.
All right, man, you're going at it. One thing that I've noticed here, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, but I think I'm pretty spot on based on the track record so far. Cody is like virtually unbeatable when he starts off the night.
I mean, and got to give it up to Sean Spears throwing in the towel before he even got in the ring. That was amazing.
Yeah, I like how they're trying to, from what it looks like, they're getting that storyline back in with Cody and
right,
the chairman.
And one thing that I'm kind of confused with what direction they're trying to go with is they're trying to put too many stories with Cody right now. I mean, you got the Archer, storyline, and now you've got the chairman, storyline going to continue or trying to continue.
I do see. I definitely do see that. It's like one of those multi-layer things. So which is cool because you get to see a lot of storylines progress and leave and come back too.
Right.
You don't see that in another company that remains nameless.
Right.
do. I wonder what that could be. But overall, I mean, it was a great match always. Once again, Cody knows how to tell a great story, and the cool thing is, I think a lot of people are starting to realize that Joey Janela is more than a bad boy. He's a pretty darn good technical wrestler too.
Absolutely, just don't gas him out, like you said.
Yeah, cool. All right. Well, hey, one down. We got more to go. Next up, Nyla Rose. Now, from seeing Nyla progress, I think like this match, you can see how she's getting more sound or crisp in the ring, I feel.
Right. I feel like they had her in there just as trying to use her as the Nia Jax of AEW and, just have her push people around and put them through tables. And,
right.
She's becoming a lot more than that now. that she's champion and actually doing things and
Right.
motivating others.
And not only that, she did 1, 2, like 3 power bombs. 3.
Right.
That poor girl, Kinsey Page. My goodness, thank you for showing up.
Right. And they said she was like 18. What a first match.
Is she really?
Yeah, they said that she was like 18.
Was she 18 at her? I need to look that up. Was it 18
Yeah.
she had her first match, or is that her first? That's not her first match.
Well, it's her first match in AEW, but they said that she was, I think it was 15 or 14, and this was her first professional match in
Kind of like Mysterio
AEW.
and all them back in the
Yeah.
day.
And they bring it back to when she was 14. She was a good basketball player in middle school.
So long ago, 2 years ago in middle school.
Right.
Oh, and what we're going to do here, we're going to take a short break from the recap just to let you know that's right, Saturday, May 23rd, 2020. That's coming up. Double or Nothing, live on pay-per-view, on the Fight Network, on everything else that wants to take your money. Just watch it and buy it. And if you don't buy it,
Do it.
Go see some friends who have money right now and watch it.
Get one of the shirts that say, I watched it at home.
Do they have those? Do they have those yet?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
I think I might double down on one of those bad boys.
Right.
All right. Now, going in before the next match, we had a MJF announces his ring return. One thing about his promos, I do love MJF and his promos. He's like this day and age, the heel that people used to be that I loved. Stayed in character and just worked it. Dude, I can't say enough about him. I mean, I've seen him wrestling when he actually came up here and wrestled against Colt Cabana and Defy in Seattle, which was really rad. And dude, you put Colt Cabana in there with MJF, those two personalities. It was funny because the storyline in there was like, is this actually Colt's son? Because they kind of look similar. I mean, right. It was awesome. Great match. But yeah, the only thing is the green screen kind of looked wonky there. And I'm not going to pick it apart. I don't even have a green screen up right now, so I can't say anything. But, dude, as always, I liked his segment. I don't think there's a segment of his I don't really like at all. I mean, did you watch a lot of MJF before this, like an MLW or anything like that?
Honestly, I haven't seen him until he came into AEW. But I think that his quarantine video was, his promo was great. And this promo was even better. I love how he kind of attacked the legends and, kind of branched out and was telling them, hey, I'm not the kid. Ow, I broke my finger. You bring me some ice? I'm going to be out of action. But no, it's great. His promos are undoubtedly, some of the best that I've ever seen.
Awesome. All right, so we're going to roll on the next match of the night. Jon Moxley against Frankie Kazarian. Man, a lot of people who have not watched wrestling outside of the norm, and when I mean norm is the casual viewers who watch WWE. I've watched Frankie Kazarian for years. He was in TNA Impact, and then he, just went all over the place. SoCal Uncensored. I mean, he was killing it on the independents. And I mean, this dude, I can't say enough about it. Him, Christopher Daniels. I mean, they've been running the gauntlet for years, and it's really cool to see them on a platform like this now.
Absolutely. I mean, he deserved a singles match, and I think they were saying this is the first singles match in, was it 16, 20 years? And
I won't say it. He's done a lot of single matches, but just not in AEW, if I remember.
But I mean, it's definitely well deserved, and he did very well. And I mean, gave Mox, a good run. I'd love to see him, go for a belt maybe sometime down the line. Probably not Mox's belt, but maybe that new or the Omega belt that he has, or even the new TNT belt once it becomes available,
Right.
whoever has it. But there were some things during that match that I just thought was great. Mox with the machine guns, or with the little pistols.
Yeah.
I really want to dive into that story and know, who's gonna pop out with them.
Right. One thing about this match that I thought it was drawn out a little bit for the simple fact it looked like Moxley looked like he was gassed after like a minute or two. And Kazarian, I mean, that dude has that stamina that was just crazy. So for me, I would have liked seeing a little bit more, I would say, giddy up on the end of Moxley. And, the ending just like out of nowhere. I mean, it was, to me, I felt it was a little bit sloppy-ish.
Yeah.
And then at the end, when no one really came out, I mean, I'm like, okay, we get it.
Right.
Come on, But, that's just me. I mean, Moxley, he's still a great wrestler. I personally like Moxley better in New Japan, where he's a little bit more stiff. And I think he feels a little bit more comfortable on that side. And again, that's just me, but
I always think that he fights like McGregor, that whenever he gets gassed out is when he's gonna end it all.
Yeah.
And I always have full faith in Moxley to turn everything around once the going gets tough.
And the tough get going. All right, next match, we have Lance Archer against QT Marshall with Brandy Rhodes in the back. Now, this match wasn't even about QT Marshall and Lance Archer.
No, I mean, to me, why?
Yeah, well,
why?
It's part of the Nightmare Collective. I understand,
Yeah.
But at the same time, after that, when Jake got the snake out, I'm like, okay, cool. It is what it is. But when he went and hovered over Brandy, I don't know. That seemed kind of like WWE old school,
Yeah.
Attitude Era geriatric version. I don't know. It didn't seem right to me. It didn't seem right.
It was poorly done.
I mean,
it was bad taste and poorly done. I mean, it was cool that you brought out the snake and put it on there. That was good, but what he did during and after, it was just uncalled for.
Yeah, but Lance Archer definitely took this one pretty easily.
Yeah, I mean, I know that Cody had a match, and so they obviously had to have Lance Archer have a match to show their power and their strength and all that. I get it fully. But it was just a why.
Yeah. Well, you always we'll see more on that. So that's
I'm sure.
I'm waiting for Double or Nothing to check out and see how this whole Archer thing pans out. I loved Archer. I remember what was his name? Something Dallas. His last name's, I think his real last name is Hoyt. I think it was. But he was in TNA way back in the day. If you look now, that big tramp stamp that he has, that's all blacked out. I think it had like Dallas or something that had to do with Texas, like on his lower back, like a tramp stamp. And so I remember way back in the day when he was really green. And then, after that TNA excursion, he went on to New Japan and had the excursion over there. Him and Davey Boy Smith Jr., Killer Elite. Oh man, they were rad over in Japan. Now, have you ever watched any of their matches?
I haven't.
Okay.
I've been meaning to watch some New Japan tapes.
Yeah. I mean, he used to come out with water bottles and go and spit people and literally spit water in the crowd at people. I mean, he was running through, pushing people down. I mean, he was pretty badass. So I do see a lot of good stuff coming out for Archer, though. He is a big guy. And dude, that, what was it? That top rope I can't even think of it right now.
Where he scaled it?
Yeah, he scaled it and did the he jumped up. Anyways, he is very agile.
Yeah.
Very agile.
What is he, like, what is he, 6'7"? Is that what they said?
Yeah, something like that. He's a big boy. He's a big boy. He's a big boy. He's a big boy. But I was gonna say Swanton, but it wasn't. I was like, I'm like ready to go to bed, and my brain's out the door for that. And if I remember it, I'm like, oh yeah, by the way, that's what I was thinking about. Anyway, last but not least, we have the street fight with Kenny Omega and Les Sex Gods with Matt Hardy in the corner.
Sex Gods.
So,
oh man, you know, I haven't seen a match like that since, you know, the Attitude Era, and having it be now in, you know, in the generation now has just been epic.
oh, definitely.
I mean, I don't think that it could have been done any better.
Oh, no. I mean, the metamorphosis between Hardy's different characters were pretty awesome too.
Oh yeah, that was great. I was like, did he really come out as Matt Hardy? And then the ice chest thing was phenomenal. It was just great.
Yeah. Right. So we're gonna cut this short a little bit for the simple fact that it's time to get our asses out the door and get ready for the weekend. Out the door, literally to the backyard, because I can't go anywhere else.
Yeah, right.
So anyways, the biggest thing I would like to say once again is thank you, Mr. DJ O2.
Thank you, Mr. DJ Low.
And again, you can catch me here on YouTube. You can catch him when I bring his ass on YouTube. You can check out Low Takes On, one word, on YouTube. Search for me. I'll be there. We're going to keep working on getting more subscribers. You know, let us know what you want to hear. Leave your comments. We'll do the best to get back to all of them. In other words, we'll get back to all of them. It's not else we're doing anything under quarantine, right? So also find us out on Instagram at DJ02XYGen. And me, Low, at Wrestling with Low. Other than that, guys, have a good night. We'll see you next time.